Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be painting two paintings. One will be a blue sky with some trees and a bird sitting on it. And then the second one will be a very dark sky with some stars and some frosted trees, right? So if you want to scroll through the timeline, I'll mention it in the timeline. Please do scroll through it. But I would request you to watch the whole video and then start your painting, right? So let's start. Before we start, please do subscribe if you have already not subscribed, and like the video only after you watch it and only if you like it, right? So let's start. So for this painting we'll require Persian blue, white, you can use either zinc white or titanium white, doesn't matter, and black. Okay, alright. So I'm going to take a flat brush, wipe it off clean. Actually, I'm going to have some water on it. This is a flat brush that I'm using. I'm going to use a mix of blue and white. Let me mix a little more. I need a lot more. Have some water. A little thinner paint. Right. And put it all over your paper. So what I'm looking to achieve is a gradient look of blue, dark blue and light blue, right? Sky, a normal sky, how you would imagine it or how you would see it, right? Just fill these gaps if there are any. If you run out of color, then mix some more. It's okay if the color doesn't match the previous color, which is totally fine. Just go back and forth and just blend it. It's actually better if the colors are a little different, so you'll get the natural view of a sky, right? I would also put some mix of more black and white, Persian blue and white, and make some textures here. By textures I mean shading. More blue. Yeah, I think that's enough. Just go back and forth throughout the paper, which is more than enough. Don't overdo, it'll just patch up otherwise because the paint is already dried up. So yes. Okay, so moving on to the next one. Wait for it to dry, it is still wet. Now it is pretty much dried up. It's still a little wetter on the wetter side, but it's okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush and a round brush, a little thicker than a zero. Right? I'm going to take this black and make the whole page into branches. Right? The whole page will be filled with branches. So let's start with here. So you'll have to keep on taking black because it's going to run off. You can also mix a little bit of water to make it smoother. Let's make a big branch here. Right. Let's make one more branch here. Let's make one more branch here. And then let's make some tiny branches to this branch. Make it random. You don't need to make straight lines or curved lines. Just make lines which don't represent a straight or curve. Connecting branches to each other. If there's too much water, it will just blot on the paper, so make sure there's very less paint. Here also let's make one. Let's make one here as well. Make one to this as well. And then let's do one thing. Let's make one more branch which pops out from here. One more branch of the tree, the big tree which is probably on this side. You can imagine that, right? You can also cross over sometimes, which is okay, which is actually good. If you cross over, it'll look natural. But if you make it like wherever there are gaps, then it'll look like it's not naturally developing. You're just making unnecessary gaps between the tree. Trees don't have gaps. So somewhere here as well. Let's make this a little longer. Let's make one branch of this which comes like this. And very light. Looks good. Yeah, that's good. Now we have this tiny space, right? So let's make one here. Now I want to make a bird over here, sitting here. Or probably let's make one bird here and fill this place up. Let's not leave any gap. Okay, so let's make a bird here. For this, I'll take even a thinner brush than the other one. Right? I want to make a bird sitting over here like this. So for this, what I'm going to do is, careful with where you keep your hand, where you rest your hand, and maybe one, two, a little curve here. Fill this up. Make sure there's not much water because it's going to screw up the whole thing. So make a tail and then bottleneck here and circle, slowly make a head and a beak. Perfect. This is a bird. If you want, you can also make a tiny nest out here which the bird has created. Probably here. Yeah. Make an opening. And make some twigs. Make some twigs. Not necessary to make a nest. Okay, there's a bird's nest. So to highlight this bird's nest, it will just look like a lump, right? So what you can do is go take some white, okay, and make some thin lines of the nest. Make some thin lines of the twigs. Now it moreover looks like a nest. Right? That's it. So let's move on to the next painting. So moving on to the next painting, we are going to make a starry dark night with a lot of frosted trees, which is like upwards, right? So for this painting, we will need the same colors which we have used, the Persian blue, white and black. Okay, as of now we'll use the same color which is there on the palette. If it just runs out, then we will take more to just not waste a lot of paint, right? So I'm going to take this Persian blue and black, mix it up well. More blue, I've already run out, so I'm going to take more of Persian blue. Yeah, more of Persian blue. Take some water and paint the top. So paint the top, remove all the lines. Now clean your brush up a little, go into black, also go into Persian blue and paint the bottom part. Take some water if you need, thin the paint. If you're seeing a lot of lines and everything. Okay. Please ignore the background sound if you are able to hear. There's some construction going on in the surroundings and I don't know how to mute that. So yes. More of this. Let's go even more below. Right? If you want to give it more gradients, give a hint of blue, not white, not too much, but at least to give that gradients in the paint. Because these are opaque colors, right? So all these base colors are very opaque. The moment you add white to it, it becomes more thicker and the opacity reduces. So you can't see through. Opacity means if someone doesn't know how much you can see through the paint is opacity. Okay, so that's done. All right. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's put a thin layer of paint here as well, so that we don't have to cover a lot of trees. Even if there is a blank spot, it will not interfere with our painting. Otherwise, we'll just have to keep clearing off that blank spot. Okay, so here you go. Yes. Okay, that's it. Beautiful gradient here. I love this. Okay. So moving on, let's make the stars first, and then we'll move to the trees. So I'm going to pick up my fan brush, go into my white, and we'll mix that white up. Don't make it too thin. The water blocks will just fade off. Otherwise, let it be a little thicker because it's going to spray anyways. Okay, so you hold like this and just tap. Just tap. Make sure you have something on the sides. I have not put anything because I'm going to clean it later. But if you don't have anything, it's just going to mess up that place. Have a newspaper or a plastic piece. Your hands are going to be messy with a lot of paint on it, which is good. So for this now, you have to make trees here. So you need to make these tall trees which are random in shapes, right? So for that, what you'll do is take a medium thin brush. Okay, there you go. Go to your white. Actually, let's go to the black first, and then let's top it up with white. That way, it'll look like the snow has fallen on top of that, right? You can directly go into white as well, but let's make it a little more better. So I'm going into black. Make a tree here. Make a tree here. Make a tree here. Make a tree, small tree here. Make a medium long tree here. And probably one which is leaning from the other side. One here which is going back like this. Okay. Now go into that black. You can use water here a little because it will dry up faster. It will just soak into the paper and dry up. If you have blocks of paint, then when you put white on top, it's going to just mix up and become gray. So go tapping. Go tapping. Make it bigger, bigger, bigger every time you go below. That is how they grow. When the top one grows small, the below one keeps growing bigger. Right? You might feel it is a lengthier painting, but when you make it, it's going to be very, very short. Make it random. Okay. You don't need to make it same as what you've done in the previous one. Make it random. Sometimes make it small. Probably the branch is broken up. I think my branch had to be a little the base branch had to be a little thicker, which I'll make. Give me a moment. So what we'll do is we'll make this a little thicker, because how will this thin branch support so much of other branches? Logic, right? Okay, now moving on to the other one. this tiny little tree. It's not tiny. It's tiny in the paper, but it's actually a big tree. This one I didn't make it. Probably this one has some gap in between one branch and the other. Actually, let's make everything. So once we're done with this, we'll let it dry, and then we will do the white shading on top, so it will look really beautiful. Alright, if we directly do also, it's okay, but it's going to just look plain. There will not be shading or anything. You're not going to learn anything more. I'm trying to make all my videos better and better every time I post it. I'm also learning, I would say, and I also require your support to watch my videos and learn through it, or also suggest it to someone who actually needs it, right? One big one. We can do this with a fan brush also, but I have sometimes felt that papers, on a small paper, fan brush just becomes too much to paint. It just moves randomly and creates extra lines somewhere else. If it's a bigger paper or a bigger canvas, you can always work with fan brush. This one here. So now, when we are waiting for this to get dried up, let's make a moon. Why not, right? So take that white. Let's say that all the trees are leaning towards the moon. And let's make a moon right here. A big moon. A full moon. Beautiful, isn't it? So for the moon, you can give a little bit of textures. Take a little bit of black, let the little bit, just rub it. The bottom part will be a little darker. The top part will be a little brighter. Okay, so I think this is pretty much dried up. The first one is dried up, so let's jump into it. Take the white onto the same brush that you used. Probably let's use a smaller brush now. smaller brush than that, and just the top layer. So the bottom of every leaf will be black, just the top layer. See this? If the paint was wet, then you would get something like this. I might end up getting, if something is a block of paint which has fallen earlier. You can also speed up this process by the speed option mentioned, 2x or 3x speed. It is just tap. Okay, just tap, 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 tap. Actually, I better just finish this and show the final product, because it's going to take some time now. So I'll skip a little bit of the video and continue here. So almost done there. The last tree is, yeah. All right, so that's it. So one more thing what you can do is take a thin brush and take this and make these tops little bit, because the trunks are not to be seen, so a little bit of shading will do. Okay. So here straight. Okay, that became very thin paint. So just not too much, not straight line, in between, right? Because you also need to see the tree trunk. Yeah. Here too. Yes, so that's it. So one more thing what you can do is tiny outlets, these tree trunks. It will look really good. You can do a lot to just finish it up. Once you're done, you can do a lot of things. So I think I'll leave it at this, then rest of it is your imagination. So thank you for watching the video. Please do subscribe and like the video, and let's catch up in the next one.